It's a Bond film. It's Daniel's last Bond film. That's it, done. I signed on in the second. End of story.
I mean, there's dramatic moments for Nomi and then there's dramatic moments for me. So
We did throw you in at the deep end, didn't we? I mean, we gave...
yeah. First day, me and Daniel doing that scene. Yeah, it was.
With your mom, with your mom watching.
With my mum watching in our like homeland, like no pressure whatsoever. But it was beautiful. It was just, you know, I knew that scene would be so important to the film, to my character, to the franchise, that I didn't want to mess it up. And I wanted to make sure that we got off on the right foot and that we created a connection with these two characters.
It's the first scene we have together in the film, but she nailed it, so it was like, you know.
I think my direction to you was, don't f it up.
Literally, I was like, I probably will, and that's fine. But I think we worked through it, and we found something really special. And just for me, I was just clinging on to the heat of Jamaica. You know, I did have my mum there. I had literally Jamaica behind me to ensure that this moment was not something that I felt as weighty because it was going to be placed in cinema history, but something that was going to be important to Nomi to carry her journey through in the best way.
The first scene I shot was in Norway with Cary. I think it was...
Oh my gosh, your first day was like that too?
I think,
what is going on?
Try to make it interesting on day one.
And how many days was that before we actually start the second principal photography, I guess?
I want to say like 6 weeks before.
6 weeks before, we're in Norway, and we have to get that scene,
before the snow melts.
Before the snow melts, before the ice lake melts. And the sun was coming out every day. It felt quite warm on some days, and the problem is it was melting. It was melting quickly, and as every day progressed, we had a limited capacity, and it kept shrinking as to who could be on that lake. So we're shooting on film. It's already extremely tense, and you have the urgency that comes with film. But
was that IMAX?
Yeah.
Was it? It was on IMAX.
Yeah, it was on IMAX.
Yeah.
So you're
IMAX is not a peaceful camera to shoot.
It's a very heavy camera as well.
Very, very heavy camera. But yeah, there's a threat that comes with that on top of everything you're doing. It's your first day shooting on IMAX.
But you might drown.
You might drown.
You might drown.
So that was my day one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
Oh my God. Target enough people.
And the people become the weapon.
Who is he?
James, you don't know what this is?
The last scene I shot was, I think, the last scene of the...
Right.
Yeah, it was on the island, yes, in Italy. I remember we struggled a bit, Cary. It was... No, it was
seamless.
It
was seamless.
It was very. I was like I felt the pressure. It was like a big scene, right? So I was very nervous about it. So it was kind of tough, but we got it.
I'm not saying this just to be nice, but they all did those scenes just brilliantly. So I'm, thank God.
James Bond, licensed to kill, in love with Madeline Swan. I could be speaking to my own reflection. Only your skills die with your body. And life is all about leaving something behind. Isn't it?
The first meeting I took was with Daniel. Well, first was Barbara and Michael, and then they said, you have to meet Daniel.
No, you're going to have to meet Daniel at a certain point, so we might as well get it over with. It's what they actually said. He's upstairs. He's been listening in. Where was that? At Barbara's house?
At Barbara's house.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I came in that one day.
Yeah.
In the sitting room, and I just met with Michael and Greg as well, like the week before, just to kind of get a sense of where we were at with the project, and then got to sit down with Daniel and just sort of hear what the wish list of what he thought wanted and thought the movie should be.
I remember very little about anything. I remember we sat down, we talked, and we just sort of. You say the wish list. I mean, God, we got the wish list and way more. That's what I do take away from that. I mean, I had some ideas, and Cary's just took them and flew. So, you know, just amazing.
I have to finish this. You ever flown like this?
No.
It's the biggest independent movie. I mean, that's kind of, you know, it's not really connected with any studio. We have Universal, we have MGM, who are brilliant, but it's run like an independent movie, and that's what keeps them so unique. And it was a surprise to me, because I've made a lot of independent movies over the years, and smaller movies, and there's not a particularly different atmosphere on a set, on a Bond set, than there is on those sets. It's a massive collaborative effort. It's a family, because Barbara and Michael want to keep it like that. Everybody kind of has got each other's backs, everybody's pushing each other, and everybody's trying to, and that was a big surprise to me. I thought there would be sort of a disconnect, and there isn't. It's all about the work.
Do you know that's something that you said to me on set on a day that I was feeling really stressed about something? I don't know what I was stressed about, but
It had nothing to be stressed about.
literally, it was all very calm. But you would turn to me. I think we were like just about going on. I think it was us two going through the tunnel. You know, peeping around the corner with our guns.
Yeah,
do you remember?
yeah.
And you said it's just an independent movie, and we just have loads of money to do what we want.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm cool. Anxiety is just now my big toe. Fantastic. And it really, really helped me actually to put everything into perspective and not carry the weight of a franchise, which I think you've mastered really well. To just focus on the work and every moment to moment, instead of thinking of the history and what comes before and what's going to come ahead of you. Like, just to think about each moment and living it and being present.
I'm talented. I have a secret.
Literally, I've written my 10 answers, 10 questions. Yeah, it was really helpful. Honestly, it was fab.
Nice, good. No more Bond girls. That's it. It's just they don't exist anymore. I mean, they may exist again, but not in my movies.
He said what he said.
Bye.
With the AI. Bye.
Yeah, bye. That's all I got.
And with that, 3, 2, 1.
Bye.